What is going on, everyone, and welcome to From the Bottom episode 2. Now, if you're paying attention, you will notice that what I am saying is not lining up with my face cam, and that is because I did not realize that my microphone was muted when I recorded this. Sorry this has taken so long to come out. It's a lot more difficult to edit everything that's happened and then add commentary over it just from a perspective of me getting to do it wise, so that's my fault. But first thing you're going to see here is we're going to change up the position because we're going to start looking at enhancing our team, getting better players, and kind of doing that sort. But I will take down the webcam soon enough because it doesn't prove anything. I mean, it's a face cam without me talking, so it kind of doesn't serve its point, but I will just commentary over it, and we'll be back to face cam normal from the bottom next episode. So we've changed to the 4-1-2-1-2 from the 4-1-2-1-2 second position, and we're going to try to start building a team and linking people up. Now, our goalie is someone that needs to go because he doesn't fit at all. He's not that good of a goalie, but we also need to fix our back line because we want it all connect. That's our goal. So we're going to start earning more coins now, and we're going to start making one great team. We do have a couple people on the bench that we could potentially use, but I don't think we're going to, like Gillett. I don't think we're going to end up using him. Thorgan Hazard is probably going to end up going because he doesn't fit for what we're trying to do. Doesn't have the right positioning on him, so we are actually going to list him on the transfer market, and we're going to post him up there for about what we bought him for, if not a little more. We're going to see if we can make a little bit of profit on him while also making sure we get that EA tax out, making sure we still are making money on him. And then we will play Gillett up in the left mid position until we can get his replacement, essentially. And right now we're going to look through what we're looking for at the left mid for Wolfsburg, and it looks like Caligari is going to be our guy. He is a 1,300 for buy now, or around 1,000. So I'm gonna put in some bids on him, but we're probably not going to get him just because, I mean, it's of what, 500, 600 coin difference, 700 coin difference at some points. But what he allows us to do, one, he's got pretty good stats: 81 pace, 82 dribbling, 72 shot. Is going to help us out a lot, but he also gives us some good hybrid options. Now we're going to look into getting Shaqiri into our main squad because this is something that I do want to use. Shaqiri, I want to end up having him in our main squad because I do like him a lot. And basically we're looking at Bundesliga Swedish CDMs just so we can get the links going, because he already has one decent link, so if he has another one, we just need one strong link and he's good to go. So we decided to look at Schwegler. He looks like someone that is pretty cheap and will fit into our team, so we're just going to make sure we get one on 99 fitness, 7 contracts, and we're going to immediately put him into our squad because we could not get Caligari. We had our full 773 coin to work with, and we are going to replace Remedy there, and Schwegler is going to be our new starting CDM, which is, I think, very good for how we are starting to expand the squad, because I do really want to get Shaqiri in our team. So then we just got to fill that left mid spot. We're going to put Gillett there because he's the best in that sense. We don't have anyone in our club, so center mid to left mid makes the most sense. Doesn't really get any chem, and we're going to replace him soon enough, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to jump into our first game now, and we're going to be going up against this team. He's got loaned Gareth Bale, Fernando Torres, I forget who that goalkeeper's name is, Victor Moses, then some bronzes, and a silver CM. Not a lot of chem on his team, but some players you got to watch out for. So we're going to just try and smash him and try to get as many coins as possible. We send Gillett on a kind of okay through ball, but we were pressuring him a lot, and that kind of ended up breaking him down. Edward Vargas is going to try and put one in, but basically we're just going to we're going to dominate his net as much as we can. I mean, eventually we keep putting on shots, something's going to go in eventually, but we come close right there with some scramble around his net. Then Dermich gets open, but Sportiello, I think his name is, oh no, Sorrentino is his name. He does a pretty good job on his save. We are just continually attacking his net though, and just we can't get anything in the back of the net. His goalie is actually playing really, really well. His defending is very bad, but doesn't really matter. It's like when you play against Jack Butland. Their defending can be awful, but if their goalie's going to make acrobatic saves consistently, it's really hard to find that lead. He's already put up 5 saves, and we're 10 minutes into the game, so that kind of just a stat to show you how insane this game has been going. And then he gets put on a run, and my defending is a little shoddy here, to say the least, but we're able to recover eventually because he just runs a little too far wide. We immediately go down to the other side of the field, and we're controlling in his third. That's basically all we're doing at this point, waiting for him to open some stuff up for us. Not a good angle, but it does earn us a corner kick on that shot. Vargas has a very, very good shot, and I'm very impressed with him. And then we are going to knock home a header finally. Our player gets enough of the jump, and that is going to be a score from, I believe, Dermich. Then right off the kickoff, he's going to give us the ball, and we have Dermich going on a really nice run, a 2v1 between Dermich and Vargas. And I am not good at these situations, but I decided to take it in with Dermich and slot it home, which he does very, very well with the finesse right past the right post. Easy enough, and that's going to put us up 2-0 in the 36th minute. And then coming out from our goalie, getting a nice throw over to Gillett, who's then going to basically give the ball away. But this guy was not the best at passing, so we were fine. We're having a lot of numbers here, and he's going to do that. He's going to just swipe at our legs, and probably for the best for him, as long as he doesn't get a red, because we had 4 people on his 3 people. That's never a good sign, but he just gets a talking to. So we are going to, of course, have Shaqiri on the free kick, and just not enough of a shot. I placed it a little too far right and could not find the back of the net. But we are still pressuring his goal. We're just consistently pressuring him, keeping possession as much as we can, and eventually something's going to go in. But Schwegler, I mean, we didn't buy him for his shot. We bought him for his center defensive mid prowess, and hopefully isn't getting too many shooting positions, because from the looks of that, they aren't going to go in. Vargas, though, gets a really lucky bounce off of his defender in the 45th minute, and he's going to just slot it home to put us up 3-0 in halftime, and very deserved. I mean, we completely dominated this game so far. This is just one shot on target. It's the only one you guys saw. We are just doing a lot, and his goalie's keeping him in. I mean, 11 shots on target, and he's only left away 3 goals. His goalie is doing really well, because our shots have been pretty decent, but we got a counterattack from the corner. Gillett's here. He's doing pretty well, and then he gets Dermich, and Dermich can't find the back of the net, but Sportiello, I think no, Sorrentino. I'm going to keep calling him the wrong thing. Sorrentino is just doing work, essentially. Just I mean, he's not really in this game, but he would be way less in this game if he had a different goalie who wasn't making some of these incredible saves. But we are going to basically we're maintaining possession in his half, if not his third. That's a nice through ball to Dermich, and Dermich is going to find that goal easy enough. That is 3 goals for Dermich. I believe this is his hat trick, and we're not done yet. We're basically not going to give him any chances. We want to get as many coins as possible, which means scoring as many goals as possible and having as much possession as possible. So Gillett just off the crossbar, which is unfortunate, but we need to dominate every facet of play so that we can get the coins we need to buy players to build our team as quickly as possible. And we don't really know what we need at this time, just because, as you can see, we are just kind of heavily dominating people. I mean, this is just where do we fix at this point? We don't really know where to fix because we're just winning, and that's going to be Vargas slotting in another goal for his second of the game. And I mean, it's Division 10. We can't really say much more than that, just because and look at Vargas is just through again because he decided to go on centers, or he decided to go on ultra defensive for whatever reason. He's down 5-0, and I guess he just didn't want to concede any more goals. But that's an interesting strategy when you're just down that often. We're gonna get a very lucky bounce on. I think that's Dermich again. Yeah, Dermich again. Very lucky bounce, and it's gonna be 6-0. The center defense, or the park the bus, isn't really working as a strategy for him. Eventually we're gonna pick up another free kick though, and his players they're getting not a lot of cards, but some enough. And this time, Shaqiri is going to make this count. He's the best free kick taker we have, which is kind of why I want to keep him. He kind of tried to keep a guy on the line there, and he didn't actually make it count. But I'm still getting used to Shaqiri's free kicks because I'm just not each player uses free kicks differently. Here's my awful defending, just because I felt like I didn't want the clean sheet bonus. But what can you do? I just apparently I didn't want the coins enough to have a clean sheet bonus. But we are going to win 6-1 in a pretty dominating fashion. It was, I mean, there was no chance of us losing. Draxler gets game ball, or man of the match, but Vargas and Dermich both pick up 9.4s as well. We have 3 assists from Draxler, 1 assist from Dermich, 2 goals for each of the boys up top. I was mistaken when I said that Dermich got a hat trick. I could have sworn he did, though, which is interesting. But that's going to put us up to 6 points in Division 10. And Schwegler got injured, which is awful because, 1, we just spent money on him. 2, I am not a fan of players that are just going to consistently get injured. And that is just, it's not something I want as a teammate. There are a couple players in FIFA that just seem to pick up injuries all the time. Like Roberto Firmino, he just is consistently injured, and he's a good player, so it's a shame that he can't stay healthy enough to actually like be a big facet in the team when we need him to, when we have not a lot of players. But we decided to open up our Lone Legends pack because I figured it'll give us more players, give us a good legend to have, like Jens Lehmann, and kind of give us some more flexibility. So I don't believe any of these players are tradable, but they might be. I'm not too sure. But as of now, we're going to go and try and pick up Caligiuri again because we do come away with 1,115 coins after that match. We got a pretty decent coin bonus out of there, but he is just out of our price range. We're at 1115. He's at 1200. So that's disappointing. But what can you do? We are going to try to throw down some bids on him, see if we can win at all. Because if we can lay down a 1100 bid, then someone else might as well just throw down the 1200 to buy now. But the bidding scene on FIFA is a bit weird because then you get competitive and then you just want to beat the next person, and then they end up spending too much money. But in our second game, we're going to go up against a full silver League 2 in the Spanish League team. And full chem is a little scary, and also full silver side means he might know what he's doing, but we are dominating play, again, pretty easily. We do have a bunch of gold players, so that's going to help us out. And just kind of keep in possession in the third. We're going to pepper in shots. Eventually, something will go in. There will be bad shots. Those are just bound to happen, especially with players that aren't the best caliber, but we do have a silver goalkeeper instead of a gold one this time, so the more shots we can put in on him, the better it's going to be for us. So that's kind of the philosophy I was going with here. Eventually something's going to trickle in, and all we need is 1, but I would like more. And that Dermich should have put away. That was an abysmal roller when he did a nice tackle. He did very well in getting possession of the ball and then just fluffed the shot really hard. We have Shaqiri trying to do something there, though. We got Bigler, who is the replacement to Schwegler. Or, actually, I think he is. And then we've got Draxler, again, getting blocked. Draxler's putting a lot of shots on target that are decent shots but aren't going in. So that's unfortunate. But well, you can't really do anything. The shots are good, so we just have to hope the goalie eventually doesn't make one of those good saves. We were doing a lot of taking the ball off of him in midfield, which helps, and Vargas just gets completely through here, and I don't know how Vargas doesn't put that away. I know it was on his weak foot, but still, the cross the body is usually pretty reliable, and I thought he had a decent angle on it. That angle in FIFA is usually pretty strong, so I was hoping he was going to be able to put us up before we go into half, but we're going up into half 0-0. He just is keeping the possession, but he's not doing anything with it, so I mean, if we're just playing counterattack in that style and we're actually getting things done on the ball, then he can have all the possession he wants. We put Draxler through again, and finally, he breaks his drought. He's able to slot one right under the goalie to put us up 1-0. A very, very nice run made from Cam because his defense opened up for it. His defense opened up for it pretty well. Then we've got Bigler making another run here, and he's going to take a foul, which means we're putting Shaqiri right back on the ball, and I'm getting warm with Shaqiri. I'm getting used to his free kicks, and eventually they're going to come. Eventually Shaqiri's just going to start banging things in just like that, and he's going to put us up 3-0. Apparently we missed a goal here, but probably was something, I don't know where it went. to be completely honest. But in the final minutes of the game, we are going to get another run with Vargas. I love having his pace up front. His pace up front is incredible. But dominating, Shaqiri just smashes it with his weak foot from outside the 18, and that's going to put us up 4-0. We did not have as good of a handle on this game as we did the other game, but it kind of looks like that by the score. 6-1, 4-0. And Draxler is just putting in a lot of shots. But 6-1, 4-0, they kind of seem like the same scoreline, but we did not have nearly as good of a handle there. That is a good whistle blow because we would have lost our clean sheet bonus probably again for the second game in a row because I was being very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. So that's going to put us up to 9 points in Div 10. We are going to have Shaqiri getting the match ball. Shaqiri and Draxler both securing 2 goals. Vargas and Gillett, I don't know how you say his name, getting 2 assists apiece. We're getting 762 coins for that. And we're going to be 1 win away from the title in Division 10, which will be some good coins for us. Now, we're going to start making some changes again because we do have a lot of coins to work with here. We've got a good amount to start building our teams around, but we are also lacking a bit on the fitness, so we are also going to make a backup squad, just so we can keep the fitness on our first squad good, which means this squad doesn't need to be all that good in terms of how it performs. It just needs to be adequate. It needs to be something that we can play on if we need to, but it doesn't need to be the best. So the goal for this squad is just going to be cheap players that we feel comfortable with. And right now we finally finished that take your position task because apparently we hadn't done that yet, which surprises me, but we're going to get that manager task. But this is just something we need to have. It's way easier than just consistently buying chemistry cards. So it's something that we are going to stick with. And I've had before where this team becomes my preferred team, and that'd be fine. If this team ends up performing better than the other team, that is a-okay by me. But for doing that position task, we get to select 1 player for the loan. And it's between El Shaarawy and Bale. El Shaarawy you get a lot more games with, but Bale, again, is just a much better player. So we're going to end up going with Gareth Bale. And although we're not going to be playing him in a right-wing position, we're just going to put him at forward. I believe we're going to sub him out for Giardino. I don't know why they put Bale at goalkeeper. That was an interesting position for them to put him in. I would have figured a midfielder, maybe, somewhere. But I don't know. Good job, FIFA. But we're going to swap out Giardino, and then we're going to hop into another game. And we need this game to go well because, I mean, it's our first for fitness. It's the fitness squad's first game, and I give up a really cheaply defended goal right there, which is unfortunate. But Gareth Bale, not to be outdone on free kicks, slots one home. It actually barely made it in. It was a very good free kick, but his goalie got a hand to it, but hands it into the post and keeps it in. So that's going to tie us up 1-1. And then I'm pretty sure that was offsides. You can go back and watch it. I'm pretty sure it was offsides, but he gets the run through. He makes it 2-1, and we're playing from behind all game, which kind of is unfortunate. And then we've got Bengoa here, who is that bronze cam. Almost made a really nice through pass. Couldn't end up doing it, but we got Troy Deeney on it, who gets there and just that shot barely saved by his goalie. We've had a lot of opponent goalie issues where their goalies are just incredibly good, and it's a bit frustrating, but you just got to keep putting in shots. And then I don't know how that wasn't a penalty, but we're going to hit the post. After that should have been penalty, we're going to hit the post. We're going to keep possession of the ball, but we're just going to... It's going to be hard to get the ball in. Gareth Bale does a little spin, and how have we not scored by this point? How have we not pointed back on that? There was just so many chances there, and their goalie did really well, but also that last shot could have been easily slotted to the left. It gets put to the right, and his goalie saves it, and now we are down 2-1 going into halftime. Stats-wise, we should be winning this. One, our goalie has saved 1 out of 3 shots on target, which is a bit frustrating because it's legend Jens Lehmann. But if we just keep up with the play style, stats say we should win. So that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep just putting so much pressure on the goal. Gareth Bale rockets one into the upper right-hand corner. and ties us up 2-2. Now, in the dying minutes of the game, I'm just trying to play hard defense. I'll take a draw, and just shoddy defense work by me. There was a little lag on that tackle from that last defender, but I should not have run him forward like I did. It was just bad defensive play on this last one. I'm not used to these defenders, and just came back to bite me in the ass. I just played poorly with them, and we're going to end up losing this game 3-2. That's going to be our first loss in the series, unfortunately, coming in Division 10. And you can see some shots like that just happened. But Bale ends up getting man of the match with the 2 goals. We got a couple assists, one from the CM and one from the left back. Still going to get 647 coins, but we are going to take the first loss in our record, which is, it's unfortunate because I feel like this moment was going to come way later in the series. I definitely did not feel like we were going to have our first loss handed to us in Division 10, but that just means that our fitness squad needs a little bit more work than we originally would have thought. We do get a lone player pack from doing another challenge, and we're going to get Sebastian Coates, who's going to be someone we are never going to use. So but we get a contract and we get a chemistry style, and that's about it. We are going to buy whatever position modifier we can to just get another task done. That's going to be the end of our task. Last year, when you finished all your tasks, you got a rare gold pack. I think it was a 7.5k pack. Unfortunately, this year you do not, which sucks. But we're going to get 150 coins. We spent 200, net loss. I thought it was going to come with a gold pack. But anyway, we were starting to go shopping, and Jeremy Menez is going to be our striker for our substitute squad. We're going to lose Gareth Bale eventually, and I do love Menez's card on this game. I think it is incredible, and he's really, like, 86 pace, 77 shot, 70 passing, and 85 dribbling, 4-star skill moves. Just incredible stats for how cheap he is. So he's probably going to be our main striker on our fitness squad. And now we find one for 1,000. So his price has dropped a little bit. We're going to put Caligari back in, and he is going to be our left mid. Then we're going to pick up Glenn Johnson. He's going to be our right back to give Shaqiri full chem. And then we are going to try and pick up a Swiss CB, and we're going between Schär and Giroud. I'm looking at the stats, and I end up going with Schär because he's got better work rates, better passing. His shot's really good for a center back is interesting. Not that worse pace, better dribbling, and not that much worse defending. So we're going to end up picking up Schär. I also like Hoffenheim as a team more than Hamburg, and that's a perfect link right there. So they're all set, even for whatever I want to do on the left side. They are good to go as long as Schär gets one more link into him. So now we're going to look at the players when we wind up this episode. 3 games, 4 goals, 3 assists from Vargas, 3 games, 4 goals, 1 assist from Dermich. So our strikers, 3 games, 8 goals, 2 assists between the two of them. Those are pretty solid stats. We have Draxler, 3 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. He's also performing pretty well. Caligari is our new addition. Then we have Shaqiri, 3 games, 2 goals, 0 assists. He's not that good on the midfield side to score. Schwegler's got a goal, and then we've got just the rest of our defense and our goalie. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. Comment down below letting me know any improvements I can make for the series. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here. There will be more FIFA content like this out. All my social links are in the description below, and until next time, I'll see everyone later.